The rain is falling. The fans are soaked. But here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Tennessee Titans. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return, the Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now Jackson on 1st down. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Brings up second.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, Jackson towards the end zone for Brown. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right, and that's incomplete.
Jackson.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
He may try and run for this. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Tucker on for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
These two teams, of course, the Titans and Ravens, met in the postseason a year ago. And really, along with the Titans win the previous week in Foxborough, it was one of the shockers of the postseason. The Titans, a 6th seed on the road. The Ravens, they were the top seed, riding a 12-game win streak and coming off the first-round bye. But where that game was all Tennessee, they led 28-6 at one point, ultimately winning 28-12 and sending them on to the AFC title game in Kansas City.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Titans 1st down.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's taken
If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And it's complete. Henry. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal at the 1. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Ravens, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there. And now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Mark Andrews.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Over the middle to Smith. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
first and
The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Tennessee.
Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
It is good.
And his kick is good.
Makes the score Titans 14. Ravens nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Baltimore, you know, when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
On the draw, this is Ingram. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
From the ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd and 7, Jackson buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Tannehill. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. To throw again, Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Mike, 55. Check. Hey, report.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
14.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So much for the best laid plans and best design plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there.
It sails incomplete.
2nd and 10, Tannehill once more. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Matthew Judon in there to take him down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Rolling to his right. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Jackson to sneed that time. 1st down, Baltimore.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson now. They go screen. This is Ingram. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
And Jackson throwing once more. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. On first down, Tannehill. Steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. And the Titans first down.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. This one caught by Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Again, Tannehill. Short throw to Smith. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 28. 15 yards on the play. First down.
A gain of 15. First down, Tennessee.
On first and 10, Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it on one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
And he's going to go down again. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
First down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Henry's got it out on the left side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Let's go.
8 yards.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
The 47-yard line.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Derrick Henry.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Back to the air, Tannehill on second down. Smith catches left side. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt, and that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Being chased out left. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
And this is caught by Watkins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That third down conversion good for 23.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
This is Ingram on first and 10. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Ingram, the ball carrier.
Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
By Kevin Byard.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd and 5 now. Jackson. This is caught. Watkins. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
At the 5-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Ingram. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
After the penalty, it's Ingram. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Give to Mark Ingram.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Brings up second.
Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
3rd and goal, Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So that's one you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I could understand it, but it's almost like you heard a whistle or something that stopped this swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
At the 21-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Tannehill on 1st down. And he will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Tannehill. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. On 2nd down, here's Henry. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And some room to maneuver. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time, So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
Derrick Henry. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And that'll be incomplete. Jackson took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
Results in a 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and
That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
They'll run it again with Henry. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
he's brought down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
1st down, Titans.
A 1st down carry for Henry. Calais Campbell on the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd and 7, Tannehill flushed out right. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Jonnu Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Titans 27, Ravens 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Jackson, quick slant to Brown. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, looking for Andrews downfield. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 3 yards to go.
And Jackson throwing once more. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 45-yard line. Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking here for Smith downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
It's a game.
And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
1st down.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And they will take a knee here. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Tennessee, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.